Good morning friends, my name is Dr. T. Prakash, Professor Mechanical, SNS College of Technology. Today we are going to learn the subject Theory of Machines. Theory of Machines, what is the meaning of Theory of Machines? It is a basic subject, it is a combination of subject having kinematics, kinetics, statics and then combination of kinetics and kinematics, dynamics. Before entering into the subject, we should know about theory of machines. What is the meaning of theory of machines? It is the study of relative motion between the bodies. When you take any body, there will be relative motion between any linkages or the parts of the body. Therefore, we have to study the relative motion between the bodies. It is called as a theory of machines, and we are going to study the forces acting on them. We are also going to study the forces acting on them. It is a science. The theory of the machines is a science which deals with the relative motion of the body and forces acting on them. It is the main definition of a theory of machines. It is divided into two types. First is statistics, and second one dynamics. You know, static is a study of the body which is under rest condition. There will not be any relative motion between the bodies. There will be only the motion of body is arrested. It may be a structure or the motion of the body is arrested. It is called as a static body. Therefore, we are going to study the static body condition in static. Then coming to dynamics, there are two parts in dynamics: kinematics and kinetics. Kinematics and kinetics. The dynamics is nothing but, what is the meaning of dynamics? It is just opposite to the statics. We have to study the body under the condition of relative motion of the body. Where the body is under motion, we can study the different conditions of the body. Therefore, it is called as a dynamics. There are two types in dynamics: kinematics and kinetics. In kinematics, we are going to study the motion of the body without considering the forces acting on them, that is the inertia force acting on them, without considering inertia forces. Without inertia forces is considered in kinematics. In kinetics, we are going to study the motion of the body with the inertia force. With inertia force. With the inertia force. Therefore, once again I repeat, theory of machines is study is a science which deals with the relative motion of the body and the forces acting on them. Then there are two types: statics and dynamics. Statics deals with the body under rest condition. Dynamics deals with the body under motion. In that there are two classifications: kinematics and kinetics. In that, kinematics is nothing but you are going to study the body under motion without considering the forces acting on them, and kinetics is that with the inertia force acting on them. We are going to deal with the subject kinematics of machinery. What is the meaning of kinematics of machinery? It is our subject, kinematics of machinery. We are going to study the motion of the body without considering the forces acting on them or without considering the inertia forces acting on them. It is the main classification in our subject. In kinematics of machinery, in Unit 1, we are going to study the basics of mechanism. In Unit 1, we are going to study the basics of mechanism. Basics of mechanisms are covered in brief in Unit 1. We are going to study that is the basics of mechanism. We are going to study the different types of what is the meaning of a link, what is the meaning of a pair, what is the meaning of an element, how to combine the link to form a machine or mechanism. In that there are different classifications available in Unit 1. First we will study that what is the meaning of a link in a mechanism. What is the meaning of a link? The link can be considered as a resistant body or a rigid body. It may be considered as a rigid body, or it may be taken as resistant body. What is the meaning of a rigid body? The body which takes the force into it is called as a resistant body or a rigid body, and it tends to move when the force overcomes the resistant body or resistance of the body. The body tends to move in a position according to the input for the link. Therefore, the link is nothing but a rigid body, which is nothing but a resistant body, which moves according to the input motion. And we can connect this link to a different forms. The first form is an element. What is the meaning of an element? The link forms a workspace. When we combine the link, it forms a workspace. That workspace is called as an element. That workspace is called as an element. The element is the workspace where the links are formed or are combined to form an element. We can combine two links to form an element. Normally, you will see in detail in unit 1. That is after the introduction part. Therefore, the element is nothing but a workspace where the links are combined to form the mechanism or unit to transmit the motion from one point to the another point. It is a workspace. It is a combination of links. Next, we are coming to pair. What is the meaning of a pair? It is also same. The definition is same as the element, but only the difference is we combine two links. We combine two links with respect to a joint, with respect to a mechanism, or with respect to a motion. It is called as a pair. It forms a kinematic. The pair alone is also called as a kinematic pair. It is also called as a kinematic pair. The kinematic pair is defined as a mechanism where there is a relative motion between one link to the another link. We can define the kinematic pair as the mechanism where there is a relative motion between one link to the another link. Then coming to chain. You can also call the chain as a kinematic chain. What is the meaning of a kinematic chain? When we combine or we can transmit input to output motion. When there is in a linkage, in a combination of linkages or elements, when we combine or we connect the input link to the output link, we can form a chain. The chain itself, the meaning itself, we can say the chain is nothing but a continuous elements or continuous links. Therefore, we can form the chain by using the kinematic pair. Once again, I repeat, the kinematic pair is a mechanism or a combination of linkages where input motion is transmitted to the output motion. It is a combination of linkages. In kinematic chain, we can combine input to output to form a mechanism into a useful work. We can convert a kinematic chain into a machine also. Therefore, there is an important term in kinematic chain: mechanism and then machine. Mechanism and machine. The mechanism is nothing but a combination of chain, is a combination of pair, is a combination of links. We can combine all this to form the mechanism. Mechanism is nothing but a kinematic chain where input link is connected to output link to form a mechanism or to take the input to output motion or to transmit motion, one form of motion to the output motion. Therefore, the machine, what is the meaning of machine? There will be important difference between mechanism and machine. When we convert some useful work, when input energy is converted some useful output work, we call it as a machine. The mechanism is called as a machine. Therefore, these two are the important definitions or important difference between mechanism and machine. Any doubt in this? Okay, next we come to kinematic pair. We have to explain all the mechanisms link the element in terms of link an element, and then the kinematic pair, the kinematic chain is important parameters in our unit 1. We have to study briefly about kinematic pair and kinematic chain to form any mechanism. First we will deal about kinematic chain, kinematic pair. First we will deal about kinematic pair. As we discussed earlier, what is the definition of kinematic pair? It is a combination of linkages where the input motion is transferred to output motion to form a mechanism. Kinematic pair is nothing but linkages. In that, we have to study in brief that kinematic pair, different types of joints, how to connect the linkages. First we study about types of joints. Or types of linkages. We study the types of. Let's study about types of linkages. In types of links, we can classify into 3 types. First is rigid link, types of linkages. Second one is flexible link. Third one is a fluid. These are the 3 important linkages. Okay, next we discuss about in kinematic pair, we have to define the types of links. There are 3 types of links: rigid link, flexible link, and a fluid link. What is the meaning of a rigid link? The term itself implies rigid. The bodies are rigid. Therefore, in rigid link, the body will not have any relative motion between the linkages. In rigid link, the linkages will not have any relative motion between the linkages. It is a rigid link. When there is no relative motion between the linkages, it is called as a structure. It is called as a structure. It carries heavy load. The structure is nothing but it is also here. That is, we need this structure in our all the day-to-day lives. And that is, structure is nothing but used in applied in bridges, trusses, in the building roof trusses. We are going to apply the structure. It carries heavy load. It carries the heavy load. It is the main advantage of rigid. Next, coming to flexible link. The flexible link having a linkages which can be flexible in any manner. It may be in a different directions. It may be in any manner to carry the load condition or to carry the motion. The flexible link having we can take it as a flexible link having a flexible motion to carry the loads from one point to another point. The flexible link we can call the flexible link as rope mechanism, chain mechanism. Mostly it's used in example belt drives. Different drive mechanisms comes under this flexible category. That is a chain mechanism, there is a rope mechanism, belt drive mechanism to transmit the motion from one point to another point. Mostly the flexible mechanisms are used in our day-to-day life. Next, coming to fluid link. What is the meaning of fluid? We are going to use the energy of fluid. In fluid link, we are going to, without any linkages or without any body, that is a rigid body, we have to take a fluid, any type of fluid we have to take, and we have to use the energy of the fluid to transmit the motion from one point to the another point. Therefore, it is very important fluid link. Mostly it is used in hydraulic systems. All hydraulic systems, we know hydraulic systems is nothing but mostly in automobile you are used in the braking system, hydraulic systems, and also to transmit the body or to transmit motion from one point to another point, we are going to use the hydraulic fluids. And then pneumatic fluids. What is the meaning of pneumatic? Nothing but air. Pressurized air. In pneumatic systems, air is used in hydraulic fluid, oil is used. Mostly different types of, there are different categories of oil. We will study this in detail in the fluid mechanism visionary subject. That is, a fluid is a separate part, flexible mechanism is a separate part, and rigid mechanism is a separate, that is a subject. Therefore, these are the three types of linkages: rigid link, flexible link, fluid link. Rigid link is nothing but there will not be any relative motion between the linkages. It is called as a structure. In flexible link, there is a different types of flexible mechanism used to transmit the motion. Example, rope, chain, belt, etc. In fluid link, we are going to use the pressure of the fluid to transmit the motion from one point to another. We can call it as hydraulic system, pneumatic system, where hydraulic uses oil, pneumatic system uses the air. Okay, next we will see the different classification of kinematic pairs also. Once again, there are different classifications, other classifications also. According to the constraint motion in kinematic pair, before going for designing any machine or mechanism, you have to know about the constraint motion, types of constraint motion. What are the types of constraint motion? There are three types. Completely constrained motion, completely constrained motion, incompletely constrained motion, incompletely constrained motion, and successfully constrained motion. Successfully constrained motion. These are the main three classifications: completely, incompletely, and successfully constrained motion. First, we will see that completely constrained motion. Completely constrained motion. In completely constrained motion, we are going to in constrained motion we have to transmit the input to output, some form of motion to input to output. Normally you have to transmit, in all the mechanism you have to transmit any motion from one point to another point. In completely constrained motion, we can transmit the exact motion to input to output. What that in a completely constrained motion, if you give any forces, the body will move only in one direction. The body has only one motion, in any one direction. It is called as a successfully constrained motion. It is the constraint given by the body itself. It is completely constrained in a position that if you do any type of load condition or any force condition, the body will have only in one motion. For example, if you take the body, a rectangular peg. Normally in the wedges we will use this rectangular elements. The body will have only one motion, that will be a sliding motion alone. If you do any type of force, the body, this peg will move only one in the translation motion. We will have only one motion, that is translation motion, in any direction. It may be x or y direction. Next we will see the incompletely constrained motion. The name itself implies incompletely constrained. What is the meaning of incompletely? The motion is not completed. If you do force, the body will tend to move in different directions. It may be more than one motion. More than one motion takes place of the body. It is called as a incompletely constrained. It is just opposite to the completely constrained motion. Therefore, when you take a shaft, the same part, when there is a circular hole here, and we are giving a shaft here, When there is a shaft here, when you take a circular board with a shaft here, there will be a both the translation motion takes place when you give apply a force or when you give an input motion. Both translation motion takes place and the rotation motion of the shaft takes place. Therefore, in incomplete motion, there will be two motions for the given one input motion. Therefore, we can also arrest this any one motion by using some devices. For example, if you take any collar, if you give some collars at the ends of that block, we can arrest one motion, that is rotation motion of the shaft can be arrested, or the translation motion of the shaft can be arrested. Therefore, we directly take only the rotation motion of the shaft. Translation motion of the shaft can be arrested. Due to rotation, there may be some vibration in the shaft. Therefore, the shaft will move left side, right side. Therefore, we can arrest the shaft rotation, that is movement, by having this collars. This device is called as a collar. Therefore, we can convert this incompletely constrained motion, where there will be two motion for one input, into a completely constrained motion. It is the main definition of incomplete. Next, coming to successfully constrained motion. What do you mean by successfully constrained motion? The body itself having some restriction, therefore the body will have, or the linkage will have only one type of motion. When the different forces are operating, it is called as a successfully constrained motion. For example, if you take any example where there is a shaft is inserted into a drilling machine, we can take a shaft with a given a force here. When the force is applied here, the shaft will have only one motion. It may have a translation motion. The rotation motion gets arrested. The rotation motion gets arrested by using the square block at the bottom of the body. Therefore, it is called a successfully constrained motion. The body makes the motion arrested automatically. Therefore, it is called as a successfully constrained motion. Okay, next, we see the other types of linkages also. That is, pairs also. According to different types of pairs, according to the relative motion of the body. According to the relative motion of the body, we can classify the kinematic pair as sliding pair, turning pair, third one rolling pair, fourth one sliding, turning, rolling, then screw pair, and fifth one spherical pair. In sliding pair, what is the meaning of a pair? We already defined the pair. There will be relative motion between the body. That is a combination of linkages called as a pair. In sliding pair, there will be only sliding motion takes place. When you take a sliding pair, there will be only sliding motion of the body, or the two linkages takes place. It's called as a sliding pair. It's called as a sliding pair. What is the meaning of a turning pair? When you take a same example and the shaft is moving, and the same example, when the shaft is moving, the shaft is rotating here, and there will be a translation motion takes place. It's also a surface contact. In sliding path, there will be only the motion of a surface contact and will move slide over the other body. In turning path, a shaft rotates inside the body. The shaft rotates inside the body, comes under the turning path. What is the meaning of a rolling path? When you take an example, the rolling path, mostly all schools having a rolling combinations. Pulley and a wheel. For example, if you take pulley and wheel, we can transmit the motion of the motion by using the rotation or rolling the motion of the two linkages. Rolling motion of two linkages is nothing but a rolling path. Coming to screw path, due to the rotation of the or the movement of the screw, we can move the bar in any direction. We can have a rotation of the bar in any direction. It is called as a screw path. When you turn the screw, there will be a sliding motion of this box or the any body. Therefore, when there is a screw path, due to the motion of the screw, there will be a motion in the other body. It is called as a screw path. Coming to spherical path, mostly in spherical path we have a combination. There will be a spherical slot over which we can have a motion transmission. It's a spherical the path where there is a motion in the different. It is not in circular direction. It may be in different direction. According to the motions required, we can have a spherical motion path. Mostly in there is a gear rods. In an automobile, mostly gear rods or in joysticks for playing. Joysticks, we are going to use this spherical path. These are the combinations according to the relative motion: sliding path, turning path, rolling path, screw path, and spherical path. Okay, next we will see that according to the types of contact. We can classify the kinematic pair according to the contacts. There are two types in it. First one, lower pair. The second one, higher pair. What is the meaning of a lower pair? These are the examples of the relative motion. This all comes under the sliding path, the turning path comes under the lower path. What is the meaning of lower path? First we will say take the lower path. The lower path having a surface contact. The lower path having a surface contact. The lower path having a surface contact, we call it as a lower path, where the friction is more in the lower path. The friction is more in the lower path. It is called as the sliding path, the turning path, and screw path. The sliding path, turning path, screw path comes under the surface contact. That is sliding, turning, and screw path comes under the surface contact. It is the lower path having a surface contact. Therefore, the friction will be more in this type of mechanism, lower path mechanism. Coming to higher path, it having a point or line contact. Point or line contact. This type of linkages are called as higher path. There will be a point or line contact. In our relative motion, we can say rolling path, spherical path having only point contact or line contact. Therefore, it comes under the category as higher path. That is a rolling path. All the rolling paths, we can transmit the rolling paths. We can transmit the motion from, that is rotation motion from one point to another point. We can increase the rotation by using the gears or increase the torque by using the gears. It comes under the rolling pair. Rolling and spherical pair. Rolling and spherical pair having the point or a line contact. It is called as a higher pair. Any doubt in this? Okay. Next we see the other classifications of kinematic pair. Is not completed yet. We have to first we have studied about the relating motion. According to the relating motion, what is the meaning of different types of pairs: sliding, turning, rolling screw, and spherical pair. Then according to the type of contact, lower pair, higher pair. In that lower pair, the sliding, turning screw comes under the lower pair, and in higher pair, rolling and spherical pair. Next, according to the closure. According to the closure, we can classify the pairs once again. First, there are two types here: self-closed pair and force-closed pair. It is called as an open system and closed system. There are two types of closure. It is open system and closed system. What is the meaning of self-closed pair? When you take the combination self-closed pair, when you take the combination of the mechanism, for example, if you take any cam profile, here. What is the meaning of a cam profile? When the rotation of this takes place, it is in form of eccentric body. When the rotation of this cam takes place, there will be a movement of this follower in upward motion. Upward downward motion occurs. When there is a rotation of this body, elliptical body, there will be an attached follower who moves up and down. It is called as a follower, it is called as a cam. Where it is used? Normally in our IC engines for opening and closing of the inlet and exhaust valve. Mostly this type of combinations are used. Cam and follower is used to directly it is connected to the flywheel. Therefore, when the flywheel moves, there will be a elliptical movement of this cam takes place, and the cam is attached to the follower. The follower touches the cam. Therefore, the follower has an upward and downward movement of the follower takes place. Therefore, it opens and closes the inlet and exhaust valve. It is called as a self-closed pair. The automatically the mechanism is designed in such a way that there will be a automatically both cam and follower is touching each other. Automatically touching each other in our design. In forced closed pair, the same profile with some arrangements. Same profile with some arrangements. When you take with some spring combinations here. With some spring combinations here, there will be a spring wound here. It is called as a force closed pair. The element forces the body to touch over the other body. The element forces the one link to touch over the another link. It is called as a force closed pair. In the same profile we can take cam and follower arrangement. The follower is made to touch on the element, made to touch on the cam link. Therefore, when cam rotates, the follower moves upward in the elliptical. Due to the elliptical nature of the cam, automatically it is made to touch. Therefore, there will be movement in upward direction. Mostly in textile industry, this type of combination. In textile industry, this type of combinations, force closed pairs are used. Okay, any doubt in this? Next we see that these all comes under the kinematic pair, types of kinematic pairs. Next week, sir. Please copy these all these notes. Next, you see some important formulas to design a mechanism or to design a kinematic pair. We need some important formulas. There are some criteria. We take it as formulas to check whether the mechanism is possible or the different combinations of mechanism is possible. How to identify the mechanism? Before going to design a mechanism, we need to use this formula E equal to 2p minus 4 and J equal to 3 by 2 L minus. These are the two important formulas: L equal to 2p minus 4, J equal to 3 by 2 L minus 2. What is this formula? L equal to 2p minus 2, where L is number of links. Where P is number of pairs and J equal to number of joins. By using these two formulas, L equal to 2p minus 4 and J equal to 3 by 2 L minus 2, we can check whether the design is possible for that mechanism or what type of mechanism is possible for the joints, for the linkages. First you take an element. It's a triangular element. Some application, we take some application. A triangular element A, B, C. It is a combination of three links: link 1, link 2 and link 3. There are three links here, therefore the number of links will be L will be 3. The number of joins or the number of pairs, first you take pairs, number of pairs. Combination of two links form one pair. Combination of two links form one pair and one join. Therefore there is a pair here and there is a pair here and there is a pair here. When you combine two links to form a pair, one pair, and the joint is also present there, and the combination of two links, link 2 and 3, there is a one link and one pair. One pair and one join, and the combination of two links 3 and 1 forms one pair and one join. Therefore the number of pairs will be same: 1, 2, 3. 3 pairs. The number of joint is 3. Same 3. 1, 2. We just by seeing the mechanism, we can identify the number of links, number of pairs, and number of joints. Now we use the formula L equal to 2p minus 4. What is the number of links is 3. So you have to check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side. 2p P is nothing but the number of pairs minus 4. That is 3 equal to 6 minus 4. 3 is greater than this value. 3 is greater than this value. That is left hand side is greater than the right hand side value. That is 2. Therefore we can write the left hand side is greater than the right hand side. By seeing this, and also you can check with the J equal to 3 by 2 L formula once again. Here also the left hand side will be the same combination. Left hand side will be greater than the right hand side. We can check. Therefore, when the left hand side value is greater than the right hand side value, the mechanism is called as a locked chain. The mechanism is called as a, when left hand side is greater than right hand side, the mechanism is called as locked chain. It is called as a structure. We discussed earlier what is the meaning of structure. The structure does not have any motion, no motion possible. No motion possible. Only we can arrest the forces or we can resist the forces acting on the body. Resist the forces. It carries the load, heavy load. It carries heavy load. The structures carry heavy load. Therefore, in all these type of structures mostly uses the triangle combinations are used mostly in bridges. Mostly it is used in bridges. You can see the cross section of bridges in the form of triangle shape. Why we are using the triangle shape? It is the main design for the triangle section. When you take other mechanisms, other linkages, when you take a 4-bar mechanism, what is the meaning of 4-bar? When we combine 4 linkages, it forms a 4-bar mechanism. There are 4 linkages, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you combine 4 linkages, it forms the 4-bar mechanism. In this type also, we can check the mechanism is possible or not. You identify the number of links 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 linkages. The number of pairs also, it forms one pair. The link 1 and 2 combines to form a pair and join. Link 2 and 3 combines to form a pair and join. Link 3 and 4 combines to form a pair and join. And link 4 and 1 combines to form a pair and a join. Therefore, the number of pairs is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of joint is also 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you check, once again check this, whether the mechanism is possible. L equal to same formula 2p minus 4. You check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side. The number of links is 4, the number of pairs is 4 minus 4. 4 equal to 8 minus 4. 4 equal to 4. That is left hand side is equal to right hand side. The left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, the mechanism is possible. The rotation, motion, transmission is possible. For both the formulas, we can say the left hand side is equal to right hand side. You have to check both the formulas. You have to check both the formulas, and we can say the mechanism is possible. The left hand side is equal to right hand side. The mechanism is possible. The motion transmission. What is the meaning of possible? The motion transmission is possible. In our triangle section, the motion transmission is not possible. It is called a structure. When the motion transmission is possible, it is called as a mechanism is possible, and it is called as constrained mechanism. We can call it as a constrained mechanism. The constrained mechanism is nothing but when left hand side, the formula left hand side is equal to right hand side, the mechanism is possible. If we give input to any one link, there will be output in the other link. The same manner we can transfer. When there is an input, there will be an output in same nature. When you take other combinations, when you take linkages, when you take the same procedure, when you take the different linkages, whether we can check the motion is possible or not. The number of links, how much? The number of links is 5. The number of pairs and the number of joints. So identify number of pairs and joints. It forms the first pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, sixth pair. How many pairs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number of joints also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints. You can also check whether left hand side is equal to right hand side using same formula equal to 2p minus 4. The number of links is 5. The number of pairs is 5. 10 minus 4. The 5 is less than 10 minus 4 is 6. The left hand side is less than right hand side. Is less than right hand side. For both the formulas we can check. J equal to 3 by 2. L minus 2. Once again check that left hand side will be less than the right hand side. In this formula also, left hand side is less than the right hand side. Therefore, we can say that motion is possible but will be an unconstrained one. Unconstrained mechanism. The mechanism is called as unconstrained mechanism. The motion transmission is possible, but there will not be exact motion transmission. We have to give two input to get the exact output, or one input, two outputs we can get by using this type of mechanism. Therefore, there are three different combinations when left hand side is left hand side is greater than right hand side. There will not be any motion transmission. It is called a structure. When left hand side is equal to right hand side, the mechanism is possible with constrained motion. When left hand side is less than right hand side, the mechanism is possible with unconstrained motion. Okay, next we will see that. Any doubt up to this?
No doubt, sir.